I'm out of here, and all the manic stuff that, swirling around, in my head.
Yeah.
I've come to grips. I've come to realization of what I'm going to do. May not be the thing we want him to do, but he's come to terms with that.
It might not be the thing he does at all, and we don't know because, as I'll get to, the song is literally a cliffhanger about what could literally be a cliffhanger. So,
Sopranos episode ended. What the hell?
Hey everybody, welcome to Into the Music, where we get together and share music with one another for our own and hopefully your delight. Today,
that's nice.
Nothing better than sugar-coated BS. Exactly. I'm going to be giving Greg a song, and hopefully he will enjoy it. But it's a tune, or at least not a tune. It's a band that has been bandied about in the comment section of a few of your videos over the last, I would say, several months, if not longer.
Really?
And yeah, I know it's been suggested by some of our viewers, past or present. And the band is FRANZ FERDINAND.
Oh yeah, yes,
yeah.
I've been meaning to go beyond that one song that I've listened to for like the last 25 years or so, probably even longer. Take Me Out. I know they have more stuff than just that song, and that song is great, but I never went beyond that. Oh wait, don't tell me it's Take Me Out.
No, it's not Take Me Out. It's not Take Me Out.
Because we don't do top songs on this station.
Yeah. There were two reasons I avoided it. One was because you had probably and undoubtedly heard it before, which it turns out you have. And then two, same thing. I never want to go for the song that was the most popular or the most likely for you to have heard. It's a chance to either listen to bands we've never heard of or listen to songs by bands we have heard of that we've never heard before. Yeah. So that's sort of the theme that I've always thought about you and this channel and wanted to keep on track. So the song that I have for you today is not Take Me Out. It's actually called 40 Feet.
Okay. Yeah, no, I know I'm bad with song titles, all that crap, right? I always talk about, I would probably remember that song title. Yeah, I don't think, yeah.
Okay, great, cool, awesome. Well, then I like the idea that you don't know what you're getting into, but that you do have some experience with the band, having heard their one massive hit. But yeah, give us one a listen and tell us what you think.
You got it, man.
Awesome.
Yeah, they have that sound. I mean, I haven't really heard much of their songs, right? Only a couple. But yeah, they have a kind of a signature sound, which not bad. It's good. Actually, I love his voice. I really do. And the tone of that guitar, which, yeah, it's something I've heard before. So it's cool. I like it. Ray Davies. He sounds on this song. He sounds like Ray Davies. He really does. I'm gonna pull it back a little bit, just like that. That sound. called Looking Down. That sound in the back. That guitar was crazy. I love that guitar. Guitar is so good. Drums. The whole band. Yeah, this is good. I'm gonna bring it back a little bit. Then I'll try to shut up and take it out. I want to hear those guitars again. And the drums. Drums are going like toe to toe. That's a short song, but that's a great song. Wow, for a first listen? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, okay. Andy did well on this one. Let's talk with him.
Well, Greg.
Oh man, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Great. Yeah, you like it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Good, good. No
really like
sophomore
it a lot.
slump on their second song, huh? You liked it.
Was this off the same album as Take Me Out?
It was. I don't.
It has that sound.
I want to say it was maybe the second single that was released after Take Me Out.
I've been jaded. Oh, I didn't mean to cut you up, but I've been jaded, and this is my own doing. You know, sometimes I'm out of this now. I don't succumb. I don't know if that's the really word, but to like what other people say anymore. You know, like I'd get a little bit like, oh, really? You know, oh, maybe I won't. And then it's in the back of my head, you know, and I had heard like after this album that, you know, their sound kind of went somewhere else and they weren't as good. And it didn't really, you know, propel me to kind of go further and try to dig into them. And so I didn't, you know, I just kind of stayed safe with that one damn song. This song has that sound. So I'm not, you know, I'm really intrigued if you know, and at the end, after I talk about the song, you know, you can let me know if you know more of this band beyond that first album. Because I think they have at least one or two more, right? Maybe even more.
Oh, yeah, they have several. I think they're at least 4 or 5 albums.
Okay.
That they've done. I mean, this one came out in like 2004. So
yeah.
Time to crank out more albums. Right?
And my kids were just born in that year. So it was really
I often think about that when I'm coming up with, I'm like, how would Greg, oh man. Now I'm thinking if I just had twin kids, what would be the first luxuries that I did with my time that would probably have to eat it? And it would be like listening and looking
right
for new music. You know what I mean? You've got your hands full over there with Twice the Diapers and everything. So
that's another reason, to stay safe. I stayed safe for such a long time, around that time until like maybe just 3 or 4 years ago. But this song has that kind of, it has that guitar sound. And I loved it's melodic. It's that and as I'm trying to it's in my head right now. I'm not getting it out the way it sounds. But I really loved the melody that was going with that guitar. The guitar was it was prominent, and it sounded so good. What I loved about the vocals too, he sounds like, and I don't remember him sounding like this in Take Me Out, but he sounds like Ray Davies. He sounds like Ray Davies. He has a little nasally sound, but he's got that sort of inflection. He's got that kind of emotion that's in a little bit kind of like a little of that sort of cocky sort of, a little, I don't know, not arrogant, but there's just something in his voice. He definitely has like Ray Davies spirit inside him as he's singing that song. It's coming out. He's singing like
I also it's funny,
Okay.
Mitch. I get a little bit of and I don't think these bands sound alike, but I do think that they're contemporaries. But I think he's got a little bit of that Alex Turner in him, where he's kind of you feel the cockiness and cocksuredness in his delivery. So yeah, his while nasally, I feel is deeper in this song than it is in Take Me Out.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like it's just, it sounds like a little lower register than Take Me Out. I think it's because the verses are so plodding and calm, and then it kind of builds up into the chorus and everything. But go on, I'm walking all over you. This is
you're not. No, this is interaction, man. This is no dictatorship here. So yeah, such flow, melodic. I said that. Right from the beginning, it has those couple of notes there, and it just breaks into that wonderful song. 40 feet. I wasn't really listening to the lyrics. I really wasn't. I really was so enamored by the sound, by the music. There was some radio frequency sound effect that was going on towards the end, as though someone's like at a radio, come in Tokyo, Sorry. Sorry. Mom, if you're watching it, sorry. I actually have this, I have it written, come in Tokyo. But yeah, do you know the sound wave that
yeah.
That was kind of cool going on. It's in my head. It's so damn catchy, So as soon as we're done here, we're done.
Yeah.
I'm going back to that song. Man. So tell me,
Go ahead.
No, I mean, tell me that there's more songs like this. Is this just like, what? They had more than one good song. They had 2 good songs, Take Me Out, and then this one, 40 Feet. Tell me there's more stuff like this.
I'm not familiar with every one of their albums, but I am familiar with the first couple of albums, and I liked both of them very much, almost to the point where I have no excuses to having sort of gone back and checked some of their later stuff. But Do You Want To is another really good song off the next album. So I would check it out. I think there was another one, Walk Away, and there's one about Eleanor. But I can't remember the name of it. Hold on. Yeah, Eleanor, Put On Your Boots is I wasn't gonna remember that. It was another one of the songs off the second album, I believe. So first and second were both had multiple songs on it that I thought were great. And they're even the ones that aren't going to be bangers like the singles that you'd hear on the radio. They're still good songs, still good music.
Yeah.
I would definitely check it out. I would just cite again, and I hate to bring them up again, but remember the first time you heard Whatever People Say I Am, That's What I'm Not. That song only had 2 singles or 3, or the album had 3 singles on it. But you could listen to that whole album cover to cover, you know what I mean? So it's not always good to fall into that trap. There are plenty of albums out there that are like that. So yeah, I would definitely suggest, I mean, unless there's a couple that you want to avoid, if someone wants to like request them, or we happen to do another song by these guys, we can sort of table that until then, but they are worth, I would think, checking out. There's certainly not a one-hit wonder that the jaded you that talked about not exploring them.
Yeah.
That they were. I don't think that they're that. I don't think that's a fair classification. So
Why do you like this song so much?
twofold: the guitar, because the guitar.
Yeah, guitar.
That guitar
So good.
line, that it's just so like manic and like out of control. And when I get into the lyrics with you, I think that is for I think it has a purpose. That sound has a purpose of being like almost carnivally out of control, flirting on the brink of madness type thing.
Right. No, you're right. And I think that's what was so brilliant about the vocals and the melody, the melodic lines that he was singing, because you had that manic with the guitar, and the music really. And then he's actually kind of, he's that sort of common layer there. Like it's that contrast, It doesn't make the song completely songs like that. And sometimes they're really good. Everything's all manic. You're like, oh my God, this is great, And he's trying to put this kind of, weave in this kind of melodic sort of la da 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 la da da da. And I think it works. It really does.
Yeah, it does. It does.
What was the other reason? You said,
well, the lyrics, I think, paint the picture of a situation that ties perfectly in with the motif of the sound. And this is, I don't know if this is the case, but I would imagine that I'm at least somewhat in the ballpark when I go through the lyrics and try to make sense of like what the song's about. But the lyrics are, as it starts, as I glance upon the foam 40 feet beneath my feet, the coldest calm falls through the molten veins, cooling all the blood to slush, congeals around again. So it seems to me that this person is looking, as I glance upon the foam, maybe like at the top of a bluff or a cliff, looking down at like waves, like a torrent of waves hitting rocks or something against that. 40 feet beneath my feet. So like the drop to the waves below, the foam below is 40 feet.
Yeah.
The coldest calm falls through the molten veins. So when you're hot blooded, this moment is a moment of cool, calming sensation that negates perhaps the fiery blood that led him to this cliff in the first place. And cooling the blood to slush, congeals around again. So kind of, again, calming down. Then we get a whole bunch of ooh-la-las, as you're well aware, having heard the song.
But can I stop you 1 second, though? I wonder, because we just talked about the manic guitar sound and then his
versus
vocals.
The calming nature of his voice.
Yeah.
That's the parallel. I think
parallel, wow.
You stumbled upon it perfectly in the way you described the music being frenetic and the voice being the calming sensation that negates that, or sort of the yin to the yang, or whatever, horrible metaphor you want to use. But I think you're absolutely right in that.
Does he find himself like literally on the edge of something? Like, is he looking to jump? Is he like,
that's what I think. I think the song, yes.
I'm done. I'm out of here. And all the manic stuff that, swirling around, in my head, I've come to grips. I've come to realization of what I'm going to do. May not be the thing we want him to do, but he's come to terms with that.
It might not be the thing he does at all, and we don't know, because as I'll get to, the song is literally a cliffhanger about what could literally be a cliffhanger. So
Sopranos episode ended. What the hell? Did they kill him?
Kind of left to the imagination, because the chorus is just a bunch of ooh-la-las, but at the end of each one of them, he says, oh, and 40 feet remain, as if to say the 40 feet are still there before him. He hasn't jumped.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So the next verse is, salt scales upon my drying arms. So like the salty air drying on his arms, suggesting that he's been sitting here contemplating it for a while.
Right.
To move.
Yeah.
Burn my back beneath the sun. Again, something that takes time to to get a burn.
Yeah.
But I'm cold beneath the burning rays, looking down, looking down, looking down again. Talking about looking down at the 40 feet drop. Oh la 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 la. Oh, and 40 feet remain. La 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 la. Oh, and 40 feet remain. End of song. So we never get closure. We don't know. It's like I jokingly called it a cliffhanger about a cliffhanger because it's a guy hanging around a cliff and we don't know the end of it. So
wow.
But that again, that's sort of how I interpreted it. I think it's kind of hard not to at least
get
from this.
Is there video to this?
I'm sure there is, but I honestly don't remember it.
I need to
remember Take Me Out.
Yeah. Now if there's a video, that may tell the story. That might give you the ending that.
If it does, and it's exactly what I said, I swear to God, I've never seen the video before. But it's so rare that bands do the literal depiction of what the song's about in their anyway. You know what I mean? So, but again, I could be completely full of shit, and this could this could be nothing about what I just suggested. But that's what's fun about art, right? Like the moment on paper, it's everybody's to kind of interpret. I mean, I think even the best artists will agree with that. You know what I mean? It may have been about to them, but the moment it's public, it belongs to everybody in their own kind of way. So
yeah, that is fun.
Super stoked you like this one, and I'm sure a lot of the people in the audience are too, because I've seen it more than once in the comments section on some of the you put out. So this is great.
Hey, was that a glass of red wine that you are drinking?
Always.
You're drinking on the job?
It's wine. I basically am powered by both those liquids.
You're drinking on the job, huh?
Yeah, I am. Don't tell my boss.
I gotta report this into the music human resources now, huh?
Take it into HR.
Take it to HR.
Come on, Greg. I'm gonna tell HR how you told me to be your little rock and roll queen. So don't
look at those cheeks. Yeah, these cheeks are all red now.
Yeah, it's mostly the wine
and
the fact that we're all wearing red shirts on this. For some
All right, take us out, man.
All right, buddy. Hey, guys, thanks so much for listening. If you enjoyed the song, have other Franz Ferdinand songs you'd like to suggest or discuss with us, please feel free to join the chat below. One, if not all of us, will jump in there at some point. Give us a like, a subscribe, tell your friend, tell your neighbor, tell a stranger. Until next time, this has been Into the Music. Greg, see you later.
What he said.